Well, good morning everybody. How y'all doing? Pretty good here, and welcome to the channel. I want to get on here today and go over a couple of mods that we've done to the Tundra here behind me. Going to be shipping it down to Texas pretty soon, and I thought, you know, I ought to check and make sure that everything is still okay, everything is tight, all that good stuff. So we're going to take a walk around the truck and take a look at just the things that I think could have loosened up, you know, bolts and things like that. So we're going to start right here in the back on the exhaust, and for this, I'm just going to kind of shake it a little bit, you know, just to make sure that, you know, everything's tight, nothing, you know, rattles around or seems to be loose. That all looks pretty good to me. And the reason I wanted to do that while it's still here in town is because the dealership here are the ones that installed it. So next, we're going to go over and take a look at a very simple one, and that was the antenna. Make sure that that's still tight. Don't want this thing to fly off while it's in transit or something. Very easy to do. Just kind of twist it a little, see if it's all right, and it is. So that's cool. For the next couple here, we're going to pop the hood. So let's go around and do that. Set you guys down here for a second. So I think I need 2 hands to get the hood up. Nice and warm in there. It's a little chilly right now. It's probably in the, feels like it's in the 60s. Wanted to check the fluid here because I did have some that I could add. I think that's really pretty well full, so I guess I'll be hauling fluid. Next is the TRD oil cap that I put on. You guys can see right here. Let's check that out. It looks like the decal is holding up well. I did take this in for service recently, so they obviously would have had to have taken that cap off to add oil, we hope. So it looks like when they did, it went back on properly. Nice and tight. Can't really get it any tighter. That's cool. It is aligned the way that I want it with the TRD badging or logo. You guys can see there, hopefully. A little dark in there. Facing the front, which is cool. The next thing I'm going to look at, and I'm curious to see, is the TRD intake, and that is the filter. Did they actually do what they're supposed to do with that, or did they change it out? So let's see if I can see the little clasps for it there, if you will. Shed a little light on it. I don't see any on this side. I've not taken this thing off since I had it put in, so we have one there obviously, and one on this side. So let me set you guys down right here, I think, and I'm going to pull that cover off and see what's underneath. Let's go ahead and do that. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. Now hopefully I don't screw anything up doing this. Let's see. It should just lift right up, I hope. Yeah, enough to pull this thing out anyway. So let's do that. There. So you guys can see, I think, there is the filter. It is all oiled up a bit. It doesn't look too bad. I don't see a lot of gunk in it or anything. It is obviously the TRD filter. It's nice and heavy and has the red TRD border or plastic, whatever you want to call it, around the edges of the filter, so that's cool. Go ahead and see if I can't manage to get this thing back in here now. Maybe easier said than done. I don't know. Okay, I think I've got it on there. Well, maybe not. No, actually I don't. And I don't want to pull the whole thing off, so I'm trying to... There. Now I have it on there properly. Now on the back of this there are a couple of little nubs, if you will, that you have to align. Make sure we get those back in properly. And I believe I've got both in there the right way. That's good. There. So once you get it on there right, they just slide in. You guys can see right here. And then there's one on the other side. Whoops, the radiator's hot. Right back in here. And then you just fasten these little hook-like thingy bobbers here back on. Pretty simple. And one right here, just like on the other side. So we'll go ahead and fasten that back on. All right, I believe we got everything on there nice and tight. That's good. We didn't disturb the map sensor or anything, so we're okay there. Appears everything is still tight on the screws for the little piping area there. Might take a look at the fluids real quick. Obviously the windshield wiper fluid is full. The the power steering fluid rather is in good shape here. You guys might even be able to see the level there. And then over here to brake fluid, probably won't come through well on the camera, but that's in pretty good shape. Battery is sealed, so we don't need to do anything with that. I don't see any massive corrosion around it or anything. Nothing there on the positive side. Looks like brand new. It's great. The negative side looks fine. We're not going to pull anything on the radiator because I just got back with the truck and it's quite hot. Definitely don't want to open that. Excuse me. And then over here you can see the level on the radiator fluid where you would add or fill. So everything looks good under the hood for its long trip to Texas there. One thing I will note, if you ever do have the cold air intake put on, they should put a sticker somewhere like this. This one simply says that it's equipped with a washable or reusable air filter. Don't throw it away. Clean it at the recommended service intervals and only use TRD Performance Air Filter Cleaning Kit, available through your local Toyota dealer. That sticker should be somewhere up here, so hopefully the tech that's messing with your vehicle is aware that you have a cold air intake and doesn't pull that filter out and throw it away and put some cheapo thing in there or something. So one more thing I want to take a look at that I had done with the truck, and that is the front bumper caps and the grille. The grille, nice and tight, everything's still working pretty well there. Cover's intact, that's good. The bumper caps, there was one over here screw, which you guys might be able to see right there, that I really think this thing should be pushed in a little more. It is tight, but it doesn't look like it's pushed in far enough as compared to the other side. If we take a look here, you can see this one goes all the way over. So I think once I get to Texas, I'll probably loosen that up and push that in a little further. I don't think they put it in properly, in my opinion, if you want to be picky about it. You can see here how it doesn't go all the way over. Matter of fact, that screw doesn't seem to even be on there at all. So I might grab a screwdriver real quick and fasten that on over myself. But otherwise, everything looks pretty good. I think everything is tight. Should be all ready to go to Texas. It's probably about a 2 or 3 day truck trip. There it will be hauled and then stored until we get there, which will probably be about 4 weeks, something like that from when this video goes out. So just a few things I wanted to get on here and take a look at, make sure that, you know, everything that I've done to it, the screws and bolts and all, are still tight. That everything looks like it still fits properly. I will, as I said, take care of this bumper cap. Does need to be, I think, just repositioned a little on the side. It's not a big deal. Otherwise, looks pretty good, and they're holding up pretty well. Everything looks copacetic. As usual, appreciate you guys watching. Please click that subscribe button if you haven't before. and we'll see you next time on the web. Have a good day. Bye.